he definitely has the experience, has the fundamentals on this hero.
I really like this AGAL graph, right? It looks very strong, very sustainable, and also they have decent damage because they have burst in the form of the Pei as well as the Byron. So very big, strong lanes coming in for the side of AGAL, but execution needs to match the BP.
It has to match the BP. It's not an easy hero to pull off, let alone an easy draft here. I believe that is our first buy-T of this KWC 2025 tournament here. I gotta see how one of the best KPL teams, AGAL, pull it off here because it is not going to be an easy feat.
We are in for such a treat to see this sort of lineup, the Bai-Chi being pulled out by Yinu of all people, and to pull it out on a game 4. This is going to be pivotal. You lose this game, you are going to be down 1-3. You're going to be in a world of hurt. Yes, it's going to be series point for the side of GT Global if they can take this win. But AG, this is one of the biggest lineups you will see. I'm not sure how it's supposed to break through. There is no Ching in the armor here. Yeah, grand finals game 4. I would say that this has got to be a must win for AGAL. Do they have the draft? Is this going to be good enough to really strike back into TT Global?
I don't know, but the audience, 现场的观众们，声音借我一点好吗？ Wish your best team luck, TT Global, AGAL, let's go!
Let's go! Game number 4. This one decides the destiny. You can carve your way towards the trophy of being a king.
You gotta be a king, and as you mentioned here, Eno gets to head onto the Bai-Chi here, but an engage goes through.
They find Shang. He's in a world of hurt right now, in a bad spot. He's gonna give a first blood to Crane. And that's not the only painful experience. They also give away the Zhou Golem. This is TT Global Sunrise's dream here.
But AG relying onto this pace mobility here. They get a trade across the map, making sure that they lose as minimal as possible. I gotta give props to Joy here. He was the one who found and punished so heavily.
They knew that they will have their jungle side cleared on the right-hand side, so they actually make the call on the side of AGAL. Let's follow up as well. Now, you know, he should be able to do well in this lane for now. It's really just about sustaining. Stay safe.
Staying safe, sustaining. Once you hit that 4th minute mark onto this hero here, you're definitely gonna be online. But look at the cheer here coming in from Jiang Beibei. 青青加油 ，TTG 加油，一路来不容易，希望你们发挥满载而归。
Oh, beautiful. Give it your all. I know it has been a tough road, and truly it has been. TT Global, a team that has gone through the lower brackets in order to beat, 4 teams in a row, 4 series in a row to reach this place as number 1 from ACL. And for now, they are leading the charge with a 2-1 lead against AGAL.
It is not an easy feat. It is definitely not easy because you are against AGAL, one of the most prestigious organizations out there in the honor of King's World. And looking at this mid rotation here, Ching Ching looks to help this clean this lane, and he makes his way back to the clash lane.
This game really is about Sheng, man. If Sheng has a successful game, hang on, you know, has to just dash away, flash that is, he's gonna be chased down, and Snowy gets the snipe out. Everything going wrong once again for the side of AGAL. GT Global hitting the box. Oh, Ron is gonna get gone on as well. The rotation from Crane, he's been an all-star this series.
Oh, TT Global, left, right, top, bottom, plays across the map. Check out the replay of what happened here. It engaged with Ching, getting the lockdown here. Immediate CC Ching. No room for a flash here coming in from Ron.
And look at the timing of this, right? In Chinese, we call it 五马分尸. You are pulled apart by 5 different horses in 5 different directions. And it is a painful experience because that kill came right after Elo fell.
Right after Eno fell and the waves are sacrificed towards the tower here, they suffer a very big goal gap, a 1,000 goal gap. This is not usual for AGAL.
Not usual at all. TT Global, they are facing a power spike and they're showing that they are here to contest at KWC 2025. Nice little knockup on the Shang here. He's going to have to just use his fate rewind. He will unwind and take away all of that damage. But let's talk a little bit about Zoe here. He's that Pei. He's got that fast-paced timer in terms of just farming, but he's kind of falling behind in the sense of the overall team.
Well, I gotta say, if he falls behind, that's gonna be a big trouble coming in from AGAL. They need this pay to be the secondary marksman here, but looking towards the farm lane, looking towards the class lane right now. Zoe is making sure that he gets as much goal as possible as Sheng gets a
Mentioned right on point. They find Shang, they have the knock-up, but he's not able to survive. He's gonna go down.
It's all about the timing at this point, and this could be TT Global's time. They know that Sheng doesn't have the ultimate, and what a time to get it as well. The first tyrant of the game goes to TT Global.
I mean, they knew the ult was on cooldown, and they went directly on him. They ensured that they got those knockups, and they got the stuns right onto Sheng, and they turned it into the first tyrant of the game.
Perfect execution here coming in from really gets caught out.
Oh, they find Shuai. They do have the connection. Crane making moves across the map. Another knockup, another kill.
And a great trade. They get the Zero Golem. What do they have to trade for? The T1 on the top. Does TT Global care? They do not. They also take their own Zero Golem.
Exactly, and that is the only job they need to care about, because if they do not get a lead with the double fighter, double tag team composition, you're going to be falling much more behind here. Goal lead is similar in both team comps, but Eno is getting further and further behind.
And also, Crane is getting further and further in front, right? Success begets success. Crane now already has the insatiable tomb. That is a full core lifesteal item.
They find Yuno. They're looking to pull him back. He's going to actually dash forward. Zoe wants to go aggressive, but Crane has to get back with that heart link, and it looks like TT Global, again, avert all this.
There's not enough damage. They're too far behind. 2,000 at the peak of tournament in HOK is a big marker of once again find themselves trailing.
We have to see if AGAL Zoe can find more resources here. They need to make sure that this page get more gold and get more of these items here. But TT Global are not allowing it to happen.
But how are you able to get all that farm? Your Crimson Golem is going to be contested. Everything that you move or you do around the jungle is going to be very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable. They want to force the skills out, right? This is why TT Global, they're not really exactly pushing too much. They want to force these common spells out, the flashes, the ultimates. But it's not working.
But they find him. They get the little taunt onto Joy, who heartlinks back to safety. But AGAL not able to find the pickoff. They're going to have to retreat yet again.
But still, one thing's for sure, AGAL team composition, the double fighter with a pay, activates extremely well towards mid game here. But if TT Global can really expand this lead, this team composition coming in from AGAL is just gonna be outscaled.
It is very difficult because at the late game, AGAL, they also have some late game compositions, right? It's gonna be very hard to kill people. But at the late game, they have an answer. They have Snowy. Nobody wins in late game Soyue.
Exactly the case here. Soyue has one of the best late game coming in honor of Kings here. Once he hits that Daybreaker, he's gonna be hitting hard, but then Kings goes in.
Looking to go in for that one. Not able to get the charge, not able to get the connection or the hook back. Crane is on the run, and they're looking to turn the Joy, that is. He tried to go in and just slow everybody down, but he sacrifices his own life away.
All right, that's a present for the side of AGAL. They recover one kill. They have a score on the board, but
they find Shuai, and they have the connection. Crane with that damage, but now it looks like he's going to turn. They've got even more. Shake is not able to favor Wine, not able to go 88 miles an hour fast enough.
I mean, that's why you want him to tank. That's why Sheng needs a good game, but he's having the absolute banter taken out of it.
Yeah, Yunuo is going to just get the taunt onto Sunrise. Yes, he's the tanky boy, but Yunuo looking to take more of that damage, and Sunrise makes him pay, and they get a double kill going the way of Sunrise.
That's why they're called TT Global. Global damage, and Snowy, he is online, level 10, 7.5 minutes in the T1, wide open for the taking. Jungle also open for exploration.
TT Global is online as they are looking at the series point here. They are looking extremely well for 5,000 gold lead as they knock onto the second tower.
Sheng cannot save this. He does not have his ultimate. He's taking too much damage, and once again, a Jaw Golem, a present from the future for the side of TT Global. 8 minutes in, we have another tyrant for the taking.
We are talking about the mid game here being more rewarding for AGAL, but look at how proactive Ching with these engages here. And even if you get a kill back, it doesn't matter, because the Mai Nui, the team composition is just so good coming in for the side of TT. They're getting kills after kills after kills because Eno and Rod are not getting the resources.
Look at the timing of when they engage for fights. TT Global, they're fighting every single time. Sheng does not have flash. Shuai does not have ulti. He does not have heals. Everything in accordance to advantage to TT Global, they then strike. And AGL have been caught multiple times. Total 9 kills, but about 4 incidents throughout this 9-minute mark.
And that's the danger of KPL teams, that they always know when you do not have the flash. They know your exact buff timers. That's why they get to pick the team fights when they are ahead.
But do they know how much money I have in my wallet right now?
Maybe. Yes.
Definitely they have more than you, right? Look, they're very comfortable. They have a 3-1-1 composition, right? We have Ching split pushing on the top, you have Snowy split pushing on the bottom, and then you have Sunrise, Green, and Joy having the time of their lives. This is not a jungle exploration. This is a camping trip.
This is indeed a camping trip, and all these towers are slowly going down one by one. Not even till the shadow variant spawn yet, guys. 30 seconds on the clock here. If TT finds more of these resources, I gotta tell you, it's looking bad for AGL.
They want to look for that entry point, but they're not going to find anything.
They take it away yet again. The furball's going to chase them away. The dash away from Ching. He stays alive. And again, they're not able to take anything. But Yunu are looking to go in, find Sunrise, but there's no actual damage to take him down. He gets back.
Yep, and this fight is without Snowy. Snowy was waiting on the backlines. He did not even lay a single bullet yet. And still, AGL are in danger right now. Sheng might be in trouble.
Oh, they're looking to turn the favor line. Not enough. Shang is going to be killed. And they're going to take Yunu as well. And TT Global baited him out, gets 2 kills.
Man, I gotta tell you one thing for sure, AGAL, you're not scaling, because TT Global, they are scaling so hard, and you do not have the damage to take down any members on the side of TT.
Lightning fast, and the timing is in perfection for the side of TT Global. The base is wide open.
Oh, they find him, and Crane just goes right in and instantly deletes Ron. TT Global taking out the mid T3. They want more. They're going to go on to Shuai. They're going to take him down as well, but here come reinforcements. Zoe and Shang are now here. They're going to slow siege. Snowy's still up in front with that damage. Very scary on that front line.
Until Sheng can land his Scepter of Fate, there is no way Snowy's going back for now. They know, let's not put too much pressure, take too much risk. They take the Crimson Golem, and they go for the Shadow Overlord.
They are so ahead, they can do anything they want, because Zoe, as of this point, he does not have enough gold to out-damage Snowy. He does not have enough damage to take down all these pseudo tanks here. Coming in from Ching, coming in from Sunrise here. TT are in absolute control.
TT Global, for now, very strong. They have the lead, they have the map control. This setup by the side of Crane, he is insane today. And what a time to hit this monster string.
He is locked in and he is in flow right now. He is doing so much for the side of TT Global. Every single engage is by Crane, and Crane is on fire.
They have the Shadow, Vanguard, and the Overlord flying down on the top.
Only time is the essence right now for the side of TT Global. Your AGAL, they are running empty on this time, because looking at the current map say right now, they are no longer in control.
Yeah, time is of the essence, and AGAL, they are running out of time. The Shadow Overlord approaches on the T3 at the top.
Look at how they're perfectly timing it with the Shadow Vanguard. The Furball's going to be right on top, and they find Yenuo, who actually has to flash away. He gets back to safety. The top T3 is under siege, though, and they get what they wanted.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do. Sheng once again, no ultimate, and still they can't fight.
They can't fight, but the bottom T3, they don't have any more minions. It looks like that's going to be the end of this assault.
Oh my goodness, TT Global 10,000 goal lead against AGAL at 12 minutes right now. One more Overlord matches down the bottom side as they look for a potential siege.
Yeah, Global, do you believe in this victory? This is series point if they win. TT Global, the map is just to conquer. They have conquered most of it, but the crystal is that final reward that you want.
I love the fact that TT Global are playing so patiently, not looking to rush this. They understand the game situation where they have so much control. They're up about 10k at this point, and it looks like AGAL can't even get their own Azure Golem here. But Joy up in front, just pushing them away. AGAL running scared.
For me, right now, TT Global, there is no rush. You have the scaling advantage. You have the Shogyue. You have all these tools to really close out the game. What do you have to do? Wait for the Shadow Tyrant, wait for the Shadow Overlord. Just look at Snowy right now, 11,000 gold, almost full bill.
You want to defuse the situation, but it's not happening. TT Global, they have hit their timings. What a way to do it. 13 to 2 kills in this game. A lot of people were commenting, where are the kills? Here are the kills. 13 to the side of TT Global.
And 6-0 and 5 on that Maestro Louis. Crane has set up all these plays here. Ardent Dominator as well has been picked up by the Maestro Louis here. More survivability in here coming in for this mine. And right now, Shadow Tyrant has spawned onto the map here. They're looking for a potential play.
Look, AGL, the game plan here, they want to try and last for the Tempest Dragon, but that is less than 6 minutes away. And right now, TT Global, they are in full control. All of these traps, devices set up by Snowy, giving them vital information about the numbers that AGL are bringing across the gorge.
Bring across the gorge and look at them right now. Securing the Shadow Tyrant. What's the next plan here? Look for an engage, or they can play the safe path, get another Overlord, and slowly pace towards the end game. Because what can AGL do? They are already outscaled. They have no space for Zoe to do damage because you are getting out damaged by Snowy as he is full slaughtered right now.
And this is the risk that they took in the draft, right? You need control, you need to survive the damage, but with the help of Crane, with the help of Sunrise and Snowy, these 3 burst heroes, how are you supposed to deal with it? Zoe, if he dies here, the game is over. They have no burst damage.
I have to agree with you because so we have to see AGAL, the final defense here coming in from this potential final setup coming in from TT because they have to find that one golden opportunity if they need to.
And here we go. Tournament life on the line. AGAL looking for scraps, not finding anything across the gorge.
Here's the wild growth. It's going to start with the initiation, just pushing them back more than anything else. They really want this bottom T3. Sheng is about half-life. They need to be careful. Sunrise gets knocked back. It looks like they're going to continue on. Ching is doing a little bit more. They've got the pushback. Crane looking to go in, but Ron with that force field suppression, keeping himself alive. He's going to go back into the fountain. But now with this crystal and those minions that have been pushed, it looks like TT Global not able to find anything else.
But still, the map state looks extremely good coming in from TT Global as the Overlord and the heals are coming in. This may potentially be the final push here.
They're looking to go. Sunrise still up there. Ron actually looking to go for Crane, but Crane is all the way in the back, just baiting them out. Yinuo getting solo. He gets picked off. Snowy with that damage is starting to make it work.
Okay, Sheng was the lifeline. This is exactly what the composition was drafted for. Sheng is meant to be the damage dealer over time. You can't burst them down. The longer the fight goes, the more strength and the more strength AG has, right? They will swing that fight over. But they only lost Sunrise until they get
they're going in. They get the pullback. They find Shuai, but they don't have the damage, and they need to back off yet again. AGAL dodge a bullet.
Oh man, it's so close coming in from both of these two teams here. Just like Kim said, Sheng onto this high note has been the lifeline of the side of AGAL. If he gets to stack all these scepters onto the members of TT, that may be a game-winning opportunity for AGAL.
It's all about the timing of the setup, right? Take a look. The flash committed by Ron, he wanted to force Crane out because he is the only member that's capable to catch multiple people on the backlines besides Ching. Now, with Sunrise dead, you then realize, hey, we don't exactly have the tankiness. Snowy is now in danger. So on the side of TT Global, they cannot allow Sunrise to die like that. And at the same time, it is all about the timing of Snowy.
Yeah, that was actually a perfect disengage. I mean, you just keep yourself alive. You can fight another day. It's a great situation for TT Global at this point as they look to push at this point.
But AGAL is holding the fort extremely well right now. 17 minutes onto the clock right here. The Haino is getting more and more stronger as the time is progressing onto the clock right here. 30 seconds onto the Tyrant here. What is the TT Global call here?
I think they have to try and rush this, but at the same time, you can't be impatient, right? I think AGAL, they will be successful in holding on to the Tempest Dragon, but they will have to trade out the Shadow Tyrant for this particular survivability.
That is definitely the case here, and I have to agree with you, but if you have to take a look at AGAL, the game plan is awfully familiar here. As long as Sheng doesn't get one-shotted, there is always a breath of life from AGAL because this high note is the key difference maker coming in from AGAL.
They also have not used any Sage's Sanctuary on the side of AG. To get a nice catch now, they could turn this around.
Furball under 3, that's a nice initiation. Crane on the side, he's gonna put them away. away. Yinuo getting a little bit careful. The heal is going to be used here, but Sunrise taking a lot of this one. He's being focused out. He needs to back off. He gets the safety, but TT Global, all of them are so low, and AGAL finding the play, finding the pickoff, getting Sunrise.
Good pressure, but they need to walk the map as well. Tyrant available for the taking, but they need to secure the resources. Positioning is super vital in this game because it's a barren base on the side of AGAL.
And look at the base right now. It is not looking good coming in from AGAL. And Engage coming in from Yinuo gets a tree.
They get it onto 3, but Joy is looking to turn this. Yinuo gets knocked off. He's going to be pulled around. Do they have the damage? No, they don't, but they find Ron. Yinuo is going to limp away.
And still they can't catch Snowy, and that's a huge problem. He's gonna start working on the Shadow Tyrant. He has lifesteal to be able to do this, and the waves are crashing in every corner on the side of AGAL is in pain.
It is in pain, but AGAL, can you fend off the final push here? Because once again, 19 minutes on the clock here. All these members coming in from both teams are starting to rack up the full item here. And look at his team fight here. Eagle gets an initiation onto the side of Craig here, but Snowy was untouched the full fight. He was shooting down all these members of the side of AGAL.
A very early ultimate coming out from Shuai there. I think that was a lifesaver actually because they kind of deterred the side of TT Global from jumping in too deep because they have the damage. They don't really have to be too careful about the life. There isn't a lot of burst available on AG.
But look at the wave state right now. As we talked about, once it hits the 20-minute clock, these minions will start getting progressively stronger as the time goes on. But they are not allowing that to happen as the waves are slowly crashing from all 3 sides.
Oh, Zoe is falling a bit low this time. Horizon situation.
Yinuo gets knocked up. Ching is looking to just start this. They've got the fullback. Yinuo is very tanky, though. The heal's going to be used on this one, keeping him alive. They're still going to stay under the tower. The Vanguards are there, but the Tempest Dragon is up.
The Scepters are hitting extremely hard coming in from Sheng right now. This Kaino has scaled towards the late game. 20 minutes on the clock. Tempest has been spawned. All these upgraded items, the Skydome, the Phantom has been clocked in for both teams.
Yes, this is a time where Sage's Sanctuaries are very important. You don't want to waste them unnecessarily. Eno does have one on his hand. Joy also has it. Snowy here needs to find a good positioning for the fight.
I have to see Eno here. He may be the key difference maker coming in from AGAL. If he can find the ultimate flash onto Snowy, that may be game breaking as Snowy does not have the flash.
Flux is going to be used. They're going to be speeding up, just kind of, again, sticking together, which has been the biggest thing. AGL not getting cut off one by one.
Right. Sheng is going to be able to land those scepters, right? Every scepter is an additional advantage for their win probability, but Green is hiding in the sidelines.
Nice furball on the 4. Yinuo is still up in front. He's going to go back. Sunrise has these blood rays, trying to out-heal most of this and just stay alive. Yinuo taking so much damage, and he's sticking around. He's underneath. The passive is keeping at least Ching alive. They're going to be back. Needs to be careful. He's got that Heartlink. That Scepter barely missing on that one.
Yep, they don't need to over-aggress, right? GT Global, they have the map advantage. They just need to take this slow. Be patient about it. Eno has not burned his Sage's Sanctuary yet, so he needs to be very careful of where he's standing.
But this Bai Chi, this Sun Bing is coming into fruition right now. So tanky, so little damage now coming in from TT Global. Yes, you have to show it, but it's a singular damage output. Who can realistically take down this team if Ron gets engaged on?
Yeah, Ching finds him, but it looks like Ron will get back to safety. He has that time flux. He's going to group up the rest of his team here.
Okay, so take a look at the positioning on the side of TTG. This is very vital. Crane, if he gets a very nice knockup along with Ching in collaboration, they will be able to kind of burst down the lineup of AGAL. But for now, AGL, they have good positioning. They will push them away from the Tempest Dragon.
And Tempest Dragon has been started by the AGAL. They are under a ticking time bomb because look at the bottom wave. It is Superman pushing in, but Engage goes in.
It looks like they're going to go in. He gets a little bit serious. The favorite one is going to be used by Sheng. He will get back to safety, but Yinuo solo as well, but he's so tanky. He's sticking around TT Global, realizing that Tempest Dragon is still at risk. If they're going to continue on, at least poke and prod here.
If the reset is going to be available, it's not a good situation. AGL, they have to figure something out. They need to clear the waves. This is, if they don't get the Tempest Dragon, it's a horrible situation to be in. There is a wave pushing in on the bottom side. They have sent Ron to try and deal with it.
Yeah, but TT Global, like, kind of on the lower side, but they find 3. They're going to have a numbers advantage. They get the knock-up. They find Shang. That's going to be Sage's Sanctuary. He's going to come right back up. Yinuo is going to be there as well. Sunrise is at half as well. With those scepters, it looks like they're going to back.
Yep, it's a 4v5. They did manage to survive. Ran in charge of saving the game from the winners at this point. But still, it really is about positioning because it is not about timing. AGAL, they can't survive a long, drawn fight here.
Exactly, the minions will be so strong as of that point, and Ron will take so much time to clear them. Right now, 23 minutes onto the clock. Baron base for AGAL. Goal lead no longer matters as of this point. Sage Sanctuary will be the key difference maker coming into these fights. That's going to be happening real soon.
Tempest Dragon steps out of his lair. Sunrise is going to provide that vision. Yudo gets knocked up. He's going to go in for this one. Gets the taunt on, but do they have the damage on to Joy? No, they do not. Crane is going to be here. The Fate Rhyme is going to be used as well. Ching now on the run. They find Crane. They get the pick, and this is a numbers advantage for AGAL.
They should be able to do this if they play the cards right. Sunrise is still alive. He does have Smite though. He wants to take that Tempest Dragon out of the lair. Buy some time with the reset.
Yes, Snowy has been called out from division right now. AG has the superior map state right now. They have started this Tempest Dragon, but it will be a 50-50 between Sunrise and Zoe.
Ching looking to get serious. Goes in. Finds the blow on the run. They get the kill on the Shang as well. What an initiation. Absolutely on point. Ching continuing to chase on. Gets the pick off on Zoe and TT Global looking to take this game.
Series inside, it's gone like for the side of Snowy. It is all almost over by AGAL. Slide the biggest praise. It is not enough. One man against the world. And TT Global series point is gonna go into the hands for TT Global.
3-1 for TT Global. TTJ with such a crucial backline access. He was the key difference maker.
Big game for the side of TT Global. Now guys, did you expect that? I did. But for AGAL, what a surprise. They need more. And the confidence, like I said, game number 2, game number 3 has been shaken. This time they need